Give it a go, don't waste your time, 'cause you're running out. Give it a go and ask her out. Only takes one try, yeah. Even if she tells you no, then at least you know. So give it a go, give it a go.
When we arrived in Fiji, we could not contain our excitement. This was our second time in Fiji, and Fiji is one of those places that just feel like home to us. We were staying at a new resort this time. This resort was the Sheraton on Denarau Island. I think we found the kids club. To our surprise, we actually recognized the staff from the last Marriott resort on Fiji we went to. We love staying on resorts because there's usually a full schedule of activities each day. Once Dad got us checked into the hotel, we took a golf cart ride to our room, where Dad informed the staff that his nickname on the island is Chief Chani and he's from the Vanilla tribe.
All my people are from the Vanilla clan, Florida.
Oh, what are we going to call it? Vanilla Town. So hey, Bula, how are you?
Hey, it worked.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to the Vanilla Block. The Vanilla Room. Vanilla. Oh boy, Sheraton. When it comes to airplanes.
Ooh, I like it.
2 kids slippers. 2. Coming this side, you got your go out for shopping.
Mom and Dad celebrated their anniversary with some champagne, and we watched a beautiful sunset as a family. The next day, we had breakfast in the buffet, and when we were there, it was more crowded than normal because they were having a staff event. And all the staff could bring their families to the resort on this day. All the people around felt so weird because at this point, we had been traveling through the pandemic for the last year, and we had not been in crowds like this in such a long time. Having all the kids around was so fun for us though. When we went to this pool, Sage found this frog swimming in it, and it became her pet for the next hour. And then it was time for water Zumba.
Oh, I love it. So cute. So I just went to the kids club to try to find the kids. They said they weren't there. They said they were at the beach collecting hermit crabs. So I'm going to find them and make sure they're doing okay. I think I see them now. Yep, that's them. Cool.
We just scheduled a scuba diving lesson and going into the ocean and scuba diving for Lorelai's birthday. Our scuba diving lessons would be scheduled for tomorrow, and we could not wait. In Fiji, you can learn to scuba dive in the ocean as young as 10 years old. Aww. Also, we love that Marriott always finds a way to spoil us kids. I love it so much! So guys, it's the night before my sister's birthday, and we're gonna sneak into the bathroom and wrap these presents. Celebrating birthdays while you are traveling can be a little tricky, but you can always find ways to make it work. This was from the gift shop, and then this was from the reception, and then these babies were in Dad's suitcase. So this is what I got with my money. I'm trying not to say what they are because she's right out there. And then this is what my mom got for her. When we bought these, we didn't know we'd be going scuba diving. So I guess it's just meant to be. We got these. My favorite part because my mom got 2. One's for me. My mom and dad, when we were at another resort, snuck out and bought these for us. And the turtles have a special meaning. Turtles are a symbol of good luck in Fiji. We were still trying to be super quiet so we could surprise Rory tomorrow morning. She fell asleep and now it's time to release the dog. Step 1, move her to her side of the bed. I can sleep tonight. Okay, we're all set, but there's one thing to do. All done. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Balloons. It's 6:30 in the morning and now it's time for Rory to open her presents. Okay, happy birthday. You are a very loving, caring, and special girl. And I am so excited to enjoy this special day with you. You're 11. Happy birthday. Thank you. This is the one I really like. I'll let you do this with me too.
Happy birthday!
Today we are going scuba diving for my birthday, but it's not at this hotel. It's at Mommy Bay. Mommy Bay was the resort we stayed at the last time we were in Fiji, and we had to take a ride to that part of the island. When we arrived at Mommy Bay, we had to sign some paperwork and then they got us fitted with our scuba gear. The excursion we signed up for was a 5-hour program with 2 hours of instruction beginning in the swimming pool. And then they would take us out on the boat to scuba dive on the coral reef.
Can you breathe? Is it working? Are you alive?
Swimming with all the scuba diving equipment on our backs took a little getting used to. Once we got used to the equipment, it was so fun. We could stay underwater for as long as we wanted without having to come up for a breath because we were breathing through the scuba equipment. The guide also made us practice how he would swim with us in the ocean. We just finished our lesson and now it's time to go on the boat. I'm definitely going in the ocean, but Sage isn't really sure right now. The thought of scuba diving in Fiji was really exciting for Mom and Rory, but Dad and I were not as comfortable. The boat had to take us out to the coral reef we'd be scuba diving on. The coral reef in Fiji is on the outskirts of the Great Barrier Reef that is in Australia.
There's a turtle! Oh, it's hard to see now.
When we put on our gear, things got real. We were really excited to scuba dive, but it was also really scary. Luckily, the guides were really patient and helped alleviate some of our fears. Should it go under or over?
Hello, Lordy.
When you put the gear on, it's nerve-wracking. Yeah, but like if you just sit here, calm, you calm down.
I hold this.
If she can do it, I can do it.
Rory the frog.
I love you.
Here comes Rory the frog.
You can do.
Ready?
How can I keep on my goggles? Just that, Lorelai, just jump. It's okay, Lorelai.
Right there. He's right there. Is it blowed up?
I'm here. You got this. You did all I have to do is
We're just floating. You're just jumping and floating.
Make a nice big step.
Lorelai, I love you. Happy birthday.
Hold on, Rory.
The crew was so patient with us. They ended up taking off Rory's vest so that she could comfortably jump in the water.
Let's go, Rory! Let's go, Rory!
Let's go,
You alright? Okay, hold on to me.
She held on to the buoy.
I did it.
You did it. Good enough, babe.
I think she's beautiful also, right?
Yeah.
Go.
Feels like it's gonna sink you.
Just the opposite.
Where is it?
Oh, now it's my turn. Here.
Mine's on now.
Walk, Mommy.
I'm
Just
supposed to
walk.
put it in my mouth?
Yes, and breathe.
There
And
you
walk.
go. Listen to her. Because she's coming.
Breathe.
The extra that's not going. Alright.
Walk. Walk.
Janelle, will you say hello to the camera?
Oh. Hello, I'm scuba diving.
This is when things got real. We were preparing to go about 10 meters under the water, and our nerves were really starting to take over. Mom was not only worried about herself, but also Rory going underwater, and the feelings were really intense.
I don't like it.
He has the buoy out, so you just hold the buoy and
I can
Float that far away?
At this point, we cut the cameras off, Rory got back on the boat, and Mom stayed in the water to scuba dive solo with the instructor. This made a big difference because Mom was no longer worried about her and Rory. She could just focus on her own nerves and conquering them. I came out the first time because my ears were hurting, and now I'm gonna go try again. The second time I jumped in the water to scuba dive, I was a lot less nervous, a lot calmer, and I went down with no problem. According to Mom, though, it's a really eerie feeling watching your daughter go down to the bottom of the ocean. They take you down really slow so that your body can equalize to the pressure as it goes down.
Okay, so here's the update. Rory and I went with the dive instructor down, but her ears were hurting really bad, so she decided to come back to the boat. So then I went down with the diving instructor and had a blast. It was amazing. I can't even describe it. We saw turtles and fish and coral, and the brightest coral I've ever seen in my life. It was stunning. It was nerve-wracking, but I get it. It's amazing down there. Now, after I described it to Rory, she wanted to go out with the diving instructor, so now she is out there and she's braver than ever. She is out there with the diving instructor somewhere around there. I don't know how deep they are. I guess we'll find out in a little bit, but they're over there looking at the coral reef.
Meanwhile, Dad was helping to reposition the boat for the crew.
Where's Rory?
She's 10 meters down in the ocean.
Oh, you mean that's her over there?
I guess she's okay, hopefully.
I see him coming.
I see some bubbles.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's been around 15, maybe 20 minutes now. Still haven't seen my kids, still underwater. Looks like they're still doing good.
My daughter was, what time is it?
Okay.
She's under almost half hour.
Kids amaze you.
You know what? The beautiful thing is when they don't have to feed.
Here's my baby. He's slowing her down.
Are you my daughter or are you a fish?
Are you a mermaid?
When she came up, she seemed to be almost lost for words by what she had seen.
Wait.
I don't want to see it. She can't really just drive.
You know you're under there for like a half hour, right?
This big.
Yeah?
And if you've ever been scuba diving, I think you can relate to how she was kind of lost for words. Sage wasn't comfortable enough in the ocean to go scuba diving, but she did hop in for a few minutes just to get used to the water.
We will go under. Just come on my
We
back.
will?
No.
Then it was time to head back to the resort while eating a much-deserved treat. And before we headed back, we made sure to say hello to our old friends at the kids club at Mommy Bay. We were very excited to see them. The people at Mommy Bay feel like family to us. I don't think we properly explained what it felt like to scuba dive today. It was unlike anything I've ever seen. When I got down to the reef, the colors were so vibrant, and there was fish everywhere. We also got to see a turtle. There was all kinds of fish, but even the ones that I've never seen before. I really hope that I can have an opportunity again to do scuba diving in the future. Tonight we're gonna have a quiet dinner with my family to celebrate my 11th birthday. We had the most relaxing evening, and it was a perfect ending to Rory's birthday. On our final day in Fiji, we had a nice relaxing day at the resort. The crowds were gone from the event, so we had the place to ourselves.
I've been dreaming so much lately about your face when you're smiling.
On our last morning in Fiji, the resort gave us a heartfelt goodbye. One unique thing about Fiji is that when you leave the island, they will sing their traditional goodbye song to you. The people in Fiji are seriously the sweetest, and they will always feel like family to us. While we were in Fiji, we continued to use the same taxi driver. There is such a loving culture in Fiji that our taxi driver even gave us a hug before we boarded our flight. But boarding our flight didn't mean we were going home yet. We had 2 more months left of our travel year, and we were going to a new destination. From Fiji, we had to fly on an 11-hour flight to Los Angeles. And from there, we were headed to the Hawaiian Islands. Now here we come.
Only thing that saves me.
Have fun, girlfriend.
Hey, I don't know if I told you that I think you're beautiful. And how I can
As you probably don't know, we actually lived on this island, the island of Maui. Rory spent the first 2 years of her life here, and Sage was actually born here. So this place has a special place in our heart, and we can't wait to share it with you.
pull me up when I'm falling down, and I don't know what I would do without you. yeah, you pull me up when I'm falling